The story of a monarch's reign is often told through the coins that bear their image, a small but constant presence in the daily lives of their people. For Queen Elizabeth II, this story was particularly long and rich, spanning 70 years and 5 distinct portraits. The period from 2017 until the end of her reign is especially significant, as it exclusively featured her 5th and final coinage effigy. This portrait, designed by the talented Royal Mint engraver Jody Clark in 2015, presented a monarch who was both regal and relatable. It was a dignified and warm portrayal, showing the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, the same crown she wore for her very first coin portrait in 1953, bringing her numismatic journey full circle. This final portrait matters a great deal because it represents the culmination of a lifetime of service. Unlike earlier versions that depicted a youthful monarch, the Clark portrait shows a queen in her late 80s, a figure of immense experience and stability. It is the face that the United Kingdom and the world had come to know and respect over many decades. For an entire generation, this was the only image of the Queen they ever saw on their money. The consistency of this portrait across all circulating coins from 2017 onwards reinforced a sense of continuity and steadfastness during a period of significant national and global change, making each coin a tiny testament to her enduring presence. The introduction of a new portrait is always a major event in the world of coin collecting and royal history. It marks a new chapter. Jody Clark's design was notable not only for its artistry, but also because he was the first Royal Mint engraver in over a century to design a definitive royal coinage portrait. His effigy captured a subtle smile, a touch of humanity that resonated with the public. Every coin minted for circulation in the UK from 2017 until her passing in 2022 carried this image, creating a cohesive and final chapter in one of the longest numismatic stories in British history. These coins became the last to be issued in her lifetime, forever freezing this moment in time. As we look back from today, 2026, these coins have taken on a new layer of poignancy. They represent the end of an era, the Second Elizabethan Age. The transition to coinage, featuring King Charles III following her death in September 2022, was a stark and tangible reminder of the change in monarchy. The coins bearing Queen Elizabeth II's final portrait are no longer being produced, instantly transforming them from everyday objects into historical artifacts. They are the last pieces of a grand puzzle, the final words in a long and celebrated story written in metal, held in the hands of millions. During the final years of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, the coins used in everyday transactions remained a familiar sight, yet they all carried the mark of her final chapter. From the humble 1 pence to the substantial £2, every coin put into general circulation featured the definitive Jody Clark portrait on its obverse, or head side. These coins formed the backbone of the nation's currency, passed from hand to hand in shops, cafes and vending machines. The reverse, or tail side, of most of these coins continued to feature the shield design introduced in 2008. When placed together, the 1 pence, 2 pence, 5 pence, 10 pence, 20 pence and 50 pence coins form a complete picture of the Royal Shield of Arms, a clever and engaging design by Matthew Dent. The smallest denominations, the copper-plated steel 1 pence and 2 pence coins, remained essential for exact change, their familiar designs unchanged apart from the Queen's updated portrait. Similarly, the nickel-plated steel 5p and 10p coins, the smallest in size, continued their role in daily commerce. These smaller, lighter coins had been introduced in the early 1990s and had become a standard part of the UK's currency system. Their continued issuance with the final portrait ensured a sense of stability in the face of other changes. The distinctive, seven-sided 20p and 50p coins also persisted, their unique shapes making them easily identifiable by touch alone, a thoughtful piece of design for everyone. The bimetallic £2 coin, with its gold-coloured outer ring of nickel brass and silver-coloured inner disc of cupro-nickel, continued to be a canvas for both standard and commemorative designs. The standard reverse design, known as technology, was created by Bruce Rushin in 1997 and depicts the story of technological development from the Iron Age to the Internet. This intricate design, with its concentric circles representing progress, was a fitting companion to the Queen's final portrait, symbolising a reign that had witnessed more technological change than any other in British history. These coins were a constant reminder of Britain's journey through the modern age. The production of these everyday coins with Queen Elizabeth II's image ceased after her death in 2022, marking a definitive end to their production run. Although they will remain in circulation for many years alongside the new coins of King Charles III, they are now finite artifacts of a specific historical period. Every 1p, 10p or 50p coin from 2017 to 2022 is a piece of the second Elizabethan age. It represents a time when the nation's currency was unified under one final graceful portrait of its longest reigning monarch, making even the most common pocket change a small piece of history. The year 2017 heralded a monumental change in the UK's currency with the introduction of a brand new £1 coin. This was not merely a cosmetic update, it was a revolution in coin security. The old round £1 coin, which had been in circulation for over 30 years, had become increasingly vulnerable to counterfeiting. It was estimated that as many as 1 in 30 of them were fakes. In response, the Royal Mint designed and introduced a new 12-sided £1 coin, quickly dubbed the most secure coin in the world. Its distinctive shape was an intentional nod to the old threepenny bit, a beloved coin that was withdrawn in 1971. The security features of this new coin are truly remarkable and showcase cutting-edge minting technology. It is bimetallic, like the £2 coin, with a gold-coloured nickel brass outer ring and a silver-coloured nickel-plated alloy inner disc. One of its most impressive features is a latent image, a hologram-like element below the Queen's portrait. When viewed from different angles, this image changes from a pound symbol to the number 1. This is an incredibly difficult feature for counterfeiters to replicate. The coin also includes micro-lettering on the lower inside rim of both sides, another subtle yet powerful security measure. The reverse design of the new £1 coin is also deeply symbolic. Created by a 15-year-old schoolboy named David Pearce, who won a public design competition, it represents the unity of the United Kingdom. The design features the English rose, the Welsh leek, the Scottish thistle, and the Northern Irish shamrock, all emerging from a single royal coronet. It is a beautiful and poignant visual metaphor for the 4 nations of the UK growing together. This design, combined with the Queen's final portrait on the obverse, created a coin that was both technologically advanced and rich in national symbolism. The transition was swift. The new 12-sided coin was introduced in March 2017, and the old round pound ceased to be legal tender in October of the same year. This meant that for a brief period, both coins were in circulation, creating a flurry of activity as people spent or exchanged their old coins. The new £1 coin, bearing Jodie Clark's portrait of the Queen, quickly became the standard. It stands as one of the most significant numismatic achievements of her late reign, a project that successfully blended history, public participation, and state-of-the-art technology to protect the integrity of the nation's currency. In 2017, Queen Elizabeth II achieved a milestone unprecedented in British history. She became the first monarch to celebrate a sapphire jubilee, marking 65 years on the throne. Such a remarkable occasion demanded a special commemoration, and the Royal Mint rose to the challenge by issuing a series of beautiful commemorative coins. While these were primarily aimed at collectors and not intended for general circulation, they captured the nation's celebratory mood. The centerpiece of this collection was a magnificent £5 coin, a denomination traditionally used for marking major royal events. This coin was a powerful tribute to a reign defined by duty and longevity. The design of the £5 sapphire jubilee coin was steeped in royal symbolism. The reverse, created by Glyn Davies, was inspired by the imperial state crown, a key piece of the crown jewels that the Queen wore at her coronation and for many state openings of Parliament. The design featured the royal cipher at its centre, framed by the crown and accompanied by the inscription, "My whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service." This was a powerful quote from a speech she gave on her 21st birthday in 1947, a promise she so clearly fulfilled. The years of her reign, 1952 to 2017, were also inscribed, anchoring the coin to this historic anniversary. The materials used for these coins varied, offering options for different types of collectors. While standard versions were made from cupro-nickel, matching the material of circulating currency, the Royal Mint also produced limited editions in precious metals. Versions were struck in sterling silver, 22-carat gold, and even platinum, each one finished to an impeccable proof standard where the frosted design contrasts sharply with a mirror-like background. These premium versions transformed the coin from a simple memento into a valuable work of art, a fitting tribute for such a rare and significant jubilee. The attention to detail was a testament to the importance of the event. The Sapphire Jubilee coins were more than just commemorative items. They were a national salute to the Queen's incredible reign. They acknowledged a level of dedication that no British monarch before her had ever reached. For collectors, these coins represent a unique moment in royal history, the only time a Sapphire Jubilee has ever been celebrated. The combination of a historic milestone, a deeply personal design, and the use of the Queen's final coinage portrait makes the 2017 Sapphire Jubilee series a cornerstone of any collection focused on the later years of her reign. It was a perfect numismatic start to this final significant period. Following the Sapphire Jubilee, the Royal Mint continued to issue a fascinating array of commemorative coins that chronicled the ongoing story of the royal family and British culture. These coins, often in the form of 50p, £2 and £5 pieces, provided a rich tapestry of history, all united by the Queen's final portrait on the obverse. In 2018, a special £5 coin was released to celebrate the 70th birthday of her son and heir, Prince Charles. This coin featured a new portrait of the prince on the reverse, a personal and forward-looking tribute that acknowledged his own decades of public service and his role as the future king. The following year, 2019, saw another significant royal anniversary. A £5 coin was issued to mark the 200th anniversary of the birth of Queen Victoria, Queen Elizabeth II's great-great-grandmother, and the only other monarch to have celebrated a diamond jubilee. The coin's design cleverly incorporated symbols of the Victorian era, including a steam train, a telephone, and the Crystal Palace, alongside a silhouette of Victoria and Albert. This created a powerful link between Britain's two longest reigning queens, highlighting the continuity and evolution of the monarchy over 2 centuries. It was a beautiful historical piece that looked back in order to celebrate the present. The year 2021 brought a more sombre occasion. Following the death of Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, in April, the Royal Mint released a special £5 coin to honour his extraordinary life and legacy. The reverse of the coin featured an original portrait of the Duke, created by the artist Ian Rank Broadley. It was a dignified and heartfelt tribute to the man who had been the Queen's strength and stay for over 70 years. This coin resonated deeply with the public, serving as a token of national mourning and appreciation for his unwavering service to the Queen and the country. It was a poignant addition to the numismatic history of her reign. Beyond these major royal events, this period was also famous for its popular culture coins, especially the vibrant 50-pence pieces. The Royal Mint issued beloved series celebrating characters like Paddington Bear and the creations of Beatrix Potter. In 2021, a special 50-pence was even released to mark the 50th anniversary of decimalisation, the very event that created the 50-pence coin in the first place. These coins brought a sense of fun and nostalgia to coin collecting, engaging a whole new audience. Each one, whether celebrating a prince, a past queen, or a fictional bear, carried the same consistent portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, the constant anchor in a changing world. The year 2022 was destined to be a landmark as the nation prepared to celebrate Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee, a staggering 70 years on the throne. This was an event without precedent in the thousands of years of British monarchy, and the Royal Mint curated a spectacular series of coins to mark the occasion. These would ultimately be the final Jubilee coins issued during her lifetime, making them incredibly poignant and honestly historically significant. The collection included a special 50-pence coin and a £5 crown, both of which were released to capture the national spirit of celebration and gratitude for her unparalleled reign. The Platinum Jubilee 50-pence coin was particularly special, as it was the first time a 50-pence had been issued to commemorate a major royal event. Its reverse design was clean, bold, and modern. It featured a large number 70 with the Queen's royal cipher EIIR nestled within the 0, all set below St Edward's crown. Designed by the agency Osborne Ross, it was a striking and graphic tribute. This coin entered general circulation, meaning millions of people had the chance to find this piece of history in their change. It brought the national celebration directly into the pockets of the public, a truly democratic way to commemorate the monarch. The traditional £5 coin for the Jubilee offered a different, more regal design. The reverse, created by the renowned artist John Bergdahl, featured a magnificent heraldic design with the royal mantle framing the Queen's quartered shield of arms. The inscription, "Serve you all the days of my life," was a touching echo of her famous 21st birthday pledge. A unique feature of the £5 coin and some other coins in the collection was a special obverse design. For this jubilee only, the Queen was depicted on horseback, a beautiful nod to the commemorative crowns of both her 1953 coronation and her 2002 Golden Jubilee. This equestrian portrait connected her final jubilee directly to the start of her reign. These coins were made available in a range of metals and finishes, from standard circulating versions to exquisite limited editions in silver and gold. The demand was immense, both in the United Kingdom and internationally. The Platinum Jubilee celebrations were a global event, and these coins became the official souvenirs of a once-in-a-lifetime moment. In hindsight, they represent the magnificent final act of Queen Elizabeth II's public life. They are a celebration not only of 70 years of service, but of a life fully lived in the public eye, immortalized one last time on the currency of the nation she served for so long. Even after her reign has ended, the numismatic story of Queen Elizabeth II continues. In a touching act of remembrance, the Royal Mint issued a special commemorative £5 coin in January 2026 to mark what would have been her 100th birthday on April 21st. This coin is unique because it respectfully breaks with tradition. As all new UK coins must now feature the portrait of the reigning monarch, King Charles III, the obverse of this centenary coin bears his official effigy. This is a poignant reminder of the line of succession and the passage of time. The coin is a tribute from a son to his mother. The reverse of the 2026 centenary coin is a masterpiece of symbolic design, a non-portrait tribute that is both elegant and, deeply personal. It does not feature her face. Instead, it focuses on the emblems of her life and reign. At its heart is her personal monogram, the familiar EIIR cipher, topped by the iconic St. Edward's crown. Surrounding this are 100 beads, one for each year since her birth. The design also includes beautiful foliage inspired by the intricate ironwork on the doors of St. George's Chapel in Windsor, her final resting place. The Latin inscription Exaltabitur in Gloria, meaning she will be exalted in glory, completes this moving tribute. This centenary coin also marks a significant step forward in the Royal Mint's commitment to sustainability. For the first time, a limited edition of 52 gold sets was produced entirely from recycled gold. This gold was sourced from a new facility in South Wales that extracts precious metals from discarded electronic waste, such as old laptops and mobile phones. This innovative approach connects the Queen's enduring legacy with a modern concern for the environment, forging a link between the past and a more sustainable future. It is part of the Royal Mint's ambitious goal to use only recycled gold for all its commemorative coins by the end of 2026. This coin, which will not enter general circulation, serves as a beautiful bookend to her numismatic legacy. It is joined by international tributes, such as 2 coins from the Royal Australian Mint, also for her centenary. The Australian designs are rich with symbols, including the lily of the valley, her favourite flower, the Australian golden wattle, and even subtle motifs representing her beloved horses and corgis. Together, these 2026 coins demonstrate that Queen Elizabeth II's impact transcends her lifetime and her borders, ensuring that her memory will continue to be cherished and celebrated in metal for generations to come. One of the most fascinating but often overlooked details on British coins is the direction in which the monarch's portrait faces. Queen Elizabeth II's effigy on all 5 of her portraits from 1953 to 2022 always faced to the right. This was not an arbitrary choice, but the continuation of a tradition that dates back over 300 years to the reign of King Charles II in the 17th century. The rule is simple. Each new monarch faces the opposite direction of their predecessor. This creates a rhythmic alternating pattern on the nation's coinage that spans centuries of history, a sort of silent conversation between sovereigns. This tradition began after the restoration of the monarchy in 1660. The new king, Charles II, wanted to turn his back on Oliver Cromwell, the Lord Protector, who had ruled during the brief Republican period and whose own effigy had faced left. Charles II therefore chose to face right. When his brother James II ascended the throne, he faced left. The tradition has been followed by almost every monarch since. Queen Elizabeth II's father, King George VI, faced to the left on his coins. Therefore, when she became queen in 1952, her portrait was duly prepared facing to the right, in adherence with this long-standing convention. There has been only one break in this tradition in modern times. King Edward VIII, who reigned for less than a year in 1936 and abdicated before his coins could be officially issued, insisted that his portrait face left. This was the same direction as his father, King George V. His reasoning was personal. He simply preferred his left profile. Pattern coins were struck with this left-facing portrait, but following his abdication, when his brother George VI took the throne, the tradition was restored. George VI should have faced right, but he felt it would be symbolic to face left, as if Edward VIII's reign had never happened, thereby maintaining the alternating sequence. This tradition makes the transition between reigns immediately visible on the nation's currency. Following the death of Queen Elizabeth II, her son, King Charles III, duly followed the rule. As his mother had faced right for 70 years, his new official coinage portrait, designed by Martin Jennings, shows him facing to the left. This visual shift is a clear and immediate signal of a new era. It is a small but powerful detail that connects the modern monarchy to its deep historical roots, ensuring that every coin in our pocket is a tiny piece of a much larger, ongoing story. The coins issued during the final years of Queen Elizabeth II's reign have become extraordinarily popular with collectors, not just in the United Kingdom but all around the world, particularly in the United States. This immense appeal stems from a powerful combination of historical significance, artistic design, and the Queen's unparalleled global stature. For American collectors who do not use these coins in daily life, they are viewed as pure historical artifacts, tangible connections to a figure who was a constant on the world stage for 7 decades. She was more than a British monarch. She was a global icon of stability and grace. The rarity and timing of these coins play a crucial role in their collectability. The coins from 2017 to 2022 represent the final, complete chapter of her numismatic story, all bearing her last official portrait. The Platinum Jubilee coins of 2022 in particular are treasured as the last great celebratory issues of her reign. Knowing that no more coins with her image will ever be minted by the Royal Mint imbues them with a finite quality that collectors find, well, simply irresistible. Coins are time capsules, and these specific pieces perfectly capture the end of the Second Elizabethan Age, making them essential for any serious collection of modern world currency. The sheer variety and beauty of the designs also fuel their popularity. The Royal Mint produced a stunning array of commemorative coins during this period, celebrating everything from royal milestones to beloved cultural figures like Paddington Bear. These creative and often colourful designs make collecting fun and accessible. For American collectors, these coins offer a window into British history and culture. The stories behind each coin, the Sapphire Jubilee, the 200th anniversary of Queen Victoria's birth, the tribute to Prince Philip, add layers of narrative and emotional depth that elevate them beyond simple pieces of metal. Ultimately, the enduring popularity of these coins is a direct reflection of the world's affection and respect for Queen Elizabeth II herself. Her 70-year reign was a masterclass in diplomacy and quiet leadership, earning her admiration across political and cultural divides. Owning a coin with her portrait is like owning a small piece of her legacy. For many in America and elsewhere, she was the only British monarch they had ever known. These coins are a way to remember and honour a truly historic figure, ensuring that the story of her long and remarkable reign will continue to be told and treasured for centuries.